Alright guys, we got the key. The first thing we're going to do is verify the complaint. Alright, so we got the key in here. Hold down on the brake. Everything comes on. Nothing at all. Let's do that again. Nothing at all. Huh. Alright. The first thing we're going to do, guys, grab your Autel AL539B. That's right. And we're going to go check the battery voltage. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright, guys, let's check the battery. Right now, we're in the trunk. Guys, get you an Autel. And you want to know more about this? This Autel is better than a lot of high, whatever priced diagnostic machines. I can guarantee that. And if you want to learn more about the Autel AL539B, check out our new channel, Autel AL539B. And I'll put a link in the description below. Let's move this out of the way. BMW and their batteries. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is pick up this flap right here. Then, you're going to have, dang it, get this over here, two 10mm nuts right here. So I got 10mm deep, 1/4" drive with my 1/4" drive ratchet. And we're going to take both of these out. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we've got the two nuts right here. They're plastic little nuts. Just drop them right into the compartment below. And what you do, take your fingers up under here and pick this whole thing up. And you know, they should have, what BMW should do is put a little thing right here to keep this held up into place. But here's our battery. Look at that big battery. Now what you want to do, got a little flap over here. Just pull that little tab back, pop that cover up, which is going to show the positive terminal. Billy Bob's holding the thing up for me. Great. So it's good to have a helper over there to help you do this. Now what we're going to do, guys, cut on your Autel. Look at that screen light up, man. Yeah, buddy, man. We're going to go down to multimeter. What happened?
I can't even see the stream. You might turn it towards me a little bit. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good?
Well, you just moved it again.
I ain't moving nothing. I'm staying right here. What the heck is wrong with you, man? Yeah, see, if you went closer. All right. Now we're going to go down to DC voltage. They're going to have two V's for voltage. This one is AC and this one's DC. You can tell by AC it's going to have the squiggly line on top, and DC is going to have a straight line with a dotted line up underneath it. So we're going to go down to DC, hold it right there. Got a little flat back here. We can prop this up. And what we're going to do is the red's going to go to positive, the black's going to go to negative on the battery. All right, and we're going to look at the battery voltage. 12 volts. That is great. That is definitely enough to start this car. All right, now we're going to go back up to the front of the car. We'll be right back. All right, guys, now the starter on this engine is located up under the air cleaner, up under the intake, and it's down there. So we need to get to that starter so we can test that starter to, actually, we're going to test to see if we got 12 volts going to the starter once that key is put in the on position. But we need to remove this cover first. The first thing you want to do is grab your flat tip screwdriver. And you got a clamp right here. So what you're going to do is loosen up that clamp. Make sure it's nice and loose. Then, over on this side, you got a few things that's very important you got to disconnect. First, you got a little valve right here, and it's got little tabs on each side. You want to squeeze those tabs together, even if you do one at a time. Squeeze it together, pick that, pull it out a little bit, squeeze it together, and pull that right off. Just let it hang up there. Then right here, you got these rubber grommets that's going on little clips. Pick it up, lay it down. You got another one right here. Pick it. Dang it. Yeah, it'll come off there somehow. Lay it down, and then you got number 3. All right, now what you want to do, you got grommets right over here. You're gonna have 2 of them. See those right there? Watch what happens when I pick up on it. See that? You're gonna have another one over here. Just pick up on it, and you're gonna wiggle this air cleaner out of that assembly.
But hold a minute, I thought about something.
What?
The BMW got the vacuum hose going up under there.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna do is just pull it out a little bit. There's a big it's not like an air tube up under here, and it's got a little clip. It's got a round circle. It's gonna make kind of oblongs. What you gotta do is take the tabs, squeeze them in, and unplug it. But what we can do is get that out just like that. And let me get up under there, and I can show you when I get this disconnected. Oh, actually, this one's off already. Let me get this out of the way here. Oh yeah, okay, guys, I'm pulling this out of here. Okay, bring it to the side. And this right here was up under the intake. There's supposed to be a clip right here that you're supposed to squeeze in and pull it down. But I guess this one's got, I guess it was holding because these tabs, it was holding in there. All right, so let me get this out of the way. And what I want to do, we got to get a light so we can show them down here. And let's switch sides. Switch sides. Maybe you can see without me. If you can see down there. Yeah, all right, guys. Let me get a light.
I can see in there, but I need to know where we're going.
If you see
if I can follow you to where we're going, I can get it.
But a light would be better?
It would, but I can get you.
All right, there's the... See that red one right there? Let me get a light.
Yeah, I see.
Let me get a light. Be right back. All right, guys. Now we can see it better. There's our light. There's the wire. That wire is going back to the battery. That's the thick one. We're not worried about that one. That little one right there, that's the one we want to test. That's the one that's got to be 12 volts once we put the key in the start position. So what we're going to do here is, let's see here. You know what, because this is going to be kind of difficult to get to. What I need to do is, I don't want to use a test light. I'm going to use our Autel L539B because I actually want to check that it actually is getting 12 volts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this wire. Matter of fact, let's see if we can disconnect it. Now to disconnect that thing, you're going to have a spring retention right there. That spring got to be pushed into the connector, and then we'll be able to unplug it. But you got to be very careful because we got a plastic line right here, and you definitely don't want to break that. So, yeah, we're going to have to change the buttons now. They ain't going to see this. So what I'm going to do is reach up under, and can you see that?
Okay.
Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Dang it, boy, that boy hard-headed. Looks like I asked him a question. Push the spring in, just like that. You got a good shot of that?
Mm-hmm.
And then, while that's in, that connector has got to be pulled back. That's the suck part about this. I'm going to see if I can get this, see if I can just get in there with the power, with the probe, and just pierce into that wire just a little bit, just to touch the wire. All right, and the other end is going to be hooked up to one of these bolts up here, ground. Scrape it, make sure it's good. Now, how you going to do this, Billy Bob, I have no idea. But what we're going to do here is he's going to hold this one. And what we're going to do is try to get this ground connected over here somewhere, and we're going to try to start the car to see if the meter goes up to 12 volts. So let's get this set up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, He's holding a wire down there. We got the other end connected to a ground. And you're looking at the Autel AL539B. Now what I'm going to do is go in there right now and I'm going to try to start the vehicle. And we got to see at least 10 volts going down to that starter. All right, so. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
10:59.
huh?
10:59.
10:59.
Yep.
All right, so guys, we definitely cut that off. We definitely got voltage going down there. Now, okay, you can let that go. Just so we let that go and back up. Now, what I'm going to do now is take that wire, and I'm going to bring it over to the thick red wire to make sure we do got battery voltage going down there. And as you can see it, there it is. We got 1147. So I know that is good. Now, what I want to do, guys, I want to check body ground. I want to make sure the ground going down there is good. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to reverse polarities up here. I am going to take my positive, hook it onto my positive, and I'm doing this because a lot of times the ground to the engine is not all the way there, and even though we're getting 12 volts down there positive, we're not getting a ground, and it's not going to start the car. So we want to make sure we definitely got a good ground when the car is starting, trying to start. So we got that over there. We got the ground. And this is going to be hooked up to anywhere on the engine because the starter is bolted to the engine. So that's grounded. So hook it up to there. Hold it right to there. And this is what you call, guys, we're doing a voltage drop. Now, if you see the meter right now, 1179. When I go to start this car, that better stay there. It might drop a little bit to 10 something, but as long as it stays there, I know I got a good ground. If it's not a good ground, when I go to start this car, that starter's going to draw that ground down, and that thing's going to drop all the way. And then I know I got a bad ground and not a starter issue. Okay, ready?
Yep. 1122 is the low.
Okay, so we know our ground is good. So we are guaranteed right now, 100% positive, we have a bad starter.